Hey, what's up everybody, I'm back and let's get back into it right now. Let's not talk, let's not waste time. We gotta see what's going down with us and our sister.
ロードすんの？ロードしたぞ。今日のコナミちゃんは眠そうじゃないね。
Yeah, it spared me some trouble since she got it properly today.
もう速攻にはまりたくないですから。昨日は大変だったもんね。靴下大丈夫だった？はい。トイレで洗って干しておいたら帰る頃にはすっかり乾いてました。
It's funny, she clearly said toilet, but it means restroom, I guess. You wash your socks at school?
ちゃんと洗濯バサミで留めたから大丈夫だったよ。
And just where did you get the clothespins from?
ナオさんに借りた。
I see.
沢田先生、用意がいいね。
That's not it. She's just filled up the infirmary with her personal things, to the extent that she might as well live there. However, there are times when she also has to wash the room's soft furnishings or clothes of the student who got dirty, so clothespins actually came in handy at work.
ともかく、もうあんな失態はさらさないですから、安心してください。でも、寝ぼけてるコナミちゃんって可愛いよね。あまり記憶にないんだけど、そうなの？
Well, you were quite different from your usual self.
ゆうくんも可愛いだって、コナミちゃん。
When did I say that?
照れなくてもいいんだよ、兄さん。
Don't say it as if you've seen through my thoughts. You can say that she's cute if you see her in that state for a first time, but in my case, I'm confronted with the half-sleepy Konami every day, so I find it hard to assess her as such.
そういえば、寝ぼけている兄さんって見たことない。私もないな。
You can complain all you want about it, but you'll never get to see it.
兄さん、私と違って寝起きがいいからね。うんうん。小さい頃、何回か一緒にお泊まりしたけど、朝になると、ゆうくんすぐに起きるよね。もしかして高血圧？そうなの、ゆうくん。
What are you talking about? To begin with, I think you hardly find anyone worrying about blood pressure at such a young age. I won't know for sure what blood pressure I actually have until I get my results of the health checkup I had some time ago. But getting up has been easy for me as long as I can remember.
じゃあ、小さい頃から高血圧なの？
Actually, it's the opposite. My blood pressure has always been rather low.
そっか、よかった。私にも兄さんの寝起きの良さが遺伝してくれたらよかったな。
Don't make it a hereditary issue. Dad also has no problems getting up, you know?
言われてみれば。あ、もしかして私、橋の下で拾われた子？コナミちゃんが？
We are genuinely blood-related siblings, I'm afraid.
うん、知ってた。なんだ。私、びっくりしちゃった。
Considering how well you know us since you're our childhood friend, how could you honestly be startled by that?
昨日読んでた漫画が兄弟のお話だったから、つい。
Don't tell me. That means... At the same time I'm having this bad premonition, Konami says.
ミオさん、私、弟ではないですよ。なんでお兄さんと弟のお話って分かったの？
Because that's the kind of stuff you read.
でもね、お話はとっても素敵でね。
As Mio begins her explanation, Konami and I increase our pace.
弟くんがとっても一途で、お兄さんを。ってあれ？
The weather's nice today.
本当だね。
Having this sort of harmonious conversation, we make our way to school.
二人とも待って。
With Mio's deplorable voice as our background music. Seriously though, taking care of flowers is pretty tough.
お、 そう？
After school, having finished maintenance on not only the flower bed at the courtyard, but also the one in the back of the school building, Mio and I are walking down the hallway. Each type of flower has to be maintained differently, right?
もちろん。そこが楽しいよね。
It's fun, huh?
ゆうくんは楽しくなかった？
Right now, I'm still so desperate about doing everything right that I can't even tell. To be honest, I'm not proficient enough to understand the joy of taking care of flowers. I had my hands full just following Mio's instructions.
でも、ゆうくんもずいぶん慣れてきたと思うよ。
Really? If that's true, it's surely because you're good at teaching me.
そうかな。
Actually, I'm only able to properly do my work because Mio is there.
二人とも今戻ってきたの？あ、ゆりちゃんだ。
Yo, Shikishima, you done with your work?
まだ途中だけど。二人は何してたの？花壇のお世話だよ。花壇って中庭の？
Yeah, also the one at the back of the school.
ミオと浅場くんが？そうだよ。
What's so funny?
だって浅場くんがお花の世話って。
It's not like it's my first time, you know.
それはそうなんだけど。ゆうくんとっても丁寧にお世話してくれるんだよ。そうなの？
The flower master Mia says so. Then there's no room for doubt. Rather than carefully, I feel like timidly would be more fitting adverb to describe how I dealt with the flowers, but I guess I shouldn't put the waste of praise by saying that.
そうなんだ。ちょっと意外かも。
Do I really look so incapable of flower maintenance? By the way, what have you been doing?
私は放課後の見回りよ。
Isn't that kind of tough all by yourself?
大丈夫。確かに人数は減ったけど、風紀委員は一人ってわけじゃないよ。それに、風紀委員長としては頑張らないとね。
I know you mention it. That's right. I tend to forget about it since she's basically the only PMC member who comes to the student council room, which invites me to believe she's doing all the work by herself.
ねえねえ、ゆうりちゃん。まだお仕事の途中なんだよね。そうだけど。なら私、お手伝いするよ。いいの？もちろん。ありがとう、ミオ。それじゃあよろしくね。
In that case, I'll lend you a hand as well.
ありがとう。でも、ミオがいれば十分だから。戻って、ジンポウ先輩のお手伝いをしてあげて。
I guess you have a point. Alright, I'll go help her.
それじゃあ、浅場くん、ミオのこと借りていくわね。ゆうくん、行ってきまーす。
Yep, be best. After seeing the two off, I return to the student council room. I'm back. As I enter the room, I see Senpai and Konami facing each other with a shogi board between them. Seems they're in the middle of a match.
ゆうまくん、お疲れ。ミオちゃんは？
We parted on the way here, so she's gonna help Shikishima.
ゆうまくんは手伝わないで帰ってきたの？うわー、ゆうりがかわいそう。
Of course, I offered my help, but she told me Mio's help was enough for her, and I should go to help you
そっかそっ
instead.
か。さすがゆうり、気が利くね。
Yeah, I agree. But judging by the situation, I guess student council work is already over.
お願いします。お、なるほど、なるほど、そう。
Probably because her opponent is Senpai Konami is completely focusing on the board. She might not even notice I'm here.
じゃあ、こんな感じで。
In contrast to Konami, you sure are quite composed, aren't you?
ふふ、なんせ生徒会長だからね。
I don't think that has anything to do with it, but I guess I'd only waste my breath if I said that. So, do we still have any work left?
大丈夫だよ。
Alright. Having that said, I sit down and watch the match.
あれ見てくの
Can't afford to miss a moment of my precious sister's prevails over our arch enemy after all.
それじゃあ私が悪役みたい。
You are.
むむ。
Oh. Wasn't that a pretty good move just now? Looking at the state of the board, it seems like Konami is one-sidedly on the attack, but Senpai is actually the one who clearly displays more mental composure when making her moves. The fact that Konami's face is showing signs of nervousness and impatience, something I rarely see her whenever she plays against me, serves to prove that.
はい、どうぞ。
Senpai places her Senpai places her rook right into an obvious trap which Konami had set up. That's odd. Someone as skilled as her should have definitely realized that. Could it be that she has something up her sleeve? It seems that the same thought passes through Konami's mind. Normally, you'd now capture the rook that fell for the trap. So what she's gonna do? In response to Senpai's incomprehensible move, Konami cautiously retreats without capturing Senpai's rook.
消極的だぞ、コナタン。
Driving into the promotion zone, Senpai's rook becomes the Dragon King. Could it mean her move just now was a bluff?
どうかな
Senpai laughs merrily. Just as I figured, she's completely losing to her psychologically. That's unexpected. Whenever she plays against me, she seems to have a lot more fun. But right now, Konami appears really strained. I want to help her calm down somehow. As the thought passes through my mind, I unconsciously place my hand on Konami's hand.
兄さん、いつの間にいたの
While her expression is tinged with astonishment, I can also see signs of relief mixed into it. Will my words be able to help her? What's the matter? You're all tense. Come on, relax. I know you can do this.
ありがとう、兄さん。ああ、コナタンずるい。ユウマくん、私の手も握って。
Sorry, but I'm rooting for my sister, so I can't support the enemy.
断られた。ユウマくんってばひどい。先輩、竜取りです。え？って、うわ、そうこう言ってるうちにこっちがピンチになった？
That's what I'd expect from Konami. Seems she's already figured out how to counter the situation. It's just that she lacked the courage to implement
兄
it.
さんのおかげだね。
I ain't done nothing. It's all you. Yep. Konami's skill is higher than this. So all I did was give her a light push in the back.
くそー、絶対勝ってやるんだから。私も負けません。
Yeah, that's more like the Konami I know. Give it your best.
参りました。
Of course she lost.
よーし、勝った。
While she did rally again, the repercussions of that one move where she retreated still led to Konami having to chalk that game up to the loss in the end.
どう？ユウマくん見てた？
Yeah, I saw.
それじゃあ、はい、よ。
Why are you holding out your hand?
コナタンにやったみたいに、私の手も握って。
What's this girl saying all of a sudden? Just out of curiosity, why?
あれ？対局に勝ったら、ユウマくんが手を握ってくれるんじゃないの？
I promise nothing like that.
ずるい。コナタンのことは握ったのに。
I merely cheered her on.
頑張って勝ったのにな。
Well, holding her hand in itself isn't the really big issue, but I really don't feel like pleasing her even more, seeing how happy she is about winning.
ごめんなさい、兄さん。
My what?
兄さんの期待に応えられなかった。
Well, don't worry about that. Just do your best next time.
でもコナタン、いつもより強くなかった？ちょっと負けちゃうかと思ってヒヤヒヤしちゃったよ。
Is that so?
あれ、わかんない？ユウマくんが手を握ってからなんかこうやる気がほとばしってたよ。いつも任される兄にちょっといいところを見せようと思いまして。
You make it sound as I'm actually better than you. I'm just playing by intuition, so it's not like I could do anything about it if she complained.
さて、それじゃあ今日のコナタンには頑張ったでしょうをあげちゃおう。頑張ったでしょう？どこやったかな。
What? Senpai rummages through the pockets of her exclusive school uniform.
あった。はい、これあげる。チケット。入場無料になるペアチケットだよ。
Flower Park? Where's that at?
あれ、知らない？隣町の植物園なんだけど、たまに地元のチャンネルで CM 流れてるよ。
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing a commercial with relaxing background music for it.
で、そこのチケットをなぜいただけるんですか？有効期限が29日までなの。連休中ちょっと野暮用が入っちゃっていけないから。興味ないなら捨てちゃってもいいよ。
I think that'd be a waste. Putting aside whether you'll go or not, why don't you just accept it for now?
兄さんは興味ある？
You think I am?
花壇のお世話する程度にはありそう。
I'm doing that because it's work. Me or Aoi might be interested, though.
それもそっか。じゃあ先輩、ありがたく頂戴します。親孝行に使ったり、気になる男子を誘ったり、有効活用してね。はい、頑張ります。
Well, the former is very likely. The latter seems impossible. Which actually makes me feel a bit worried about her. Anyways, I know there's no point in asking this now, but could you have gone without waiting until that's about to expire?
私も先月くらいにもらってれば言ってたんだけどね。もらい物ですか？まあね、今日理事長がくれたの。
Board chairman. Oh yeah, Senpai is supposedly close to the board chairman.
まったく、気を利かせてくれるのはありがたいんだけど、いつもちょっとずれてるのよね。
That's a harsh remark, considering you're the one you're talking about the board chairman.
そう？
I don't know what kind of person he is, but the fact is, he's the most powerful person in Mihai Academy. So, Konami, what are you gonna do with the ticket?
葵さんに聞いてみようかなって。行きたいって言ったら一緒に行ってくる。
I see.
断られたら兄さんにあげるね。ミヤさんとデートしてくれたらいいや。
Don't act all considerate in the wrong way.
ユーリ先輩の方が良かった？
That's not the point.
青春だね、ユウマくん。でもうちは恋愛禁止だからね。
I know that, and also, Senpai, don't just arrive at weird conclusions by yourself. Just when the thought that she was acting almost like a certain love fairy goes through my mind, the door opens.
ただいま戻りました。戻りました。
Two girls wearing PMC armbands
二
return.
人ともお疲れ様。
Then the face of the familiar guy also appears behind them.
お疲れーす。
Ah, so.
なんだ、小枝くんも来たんだ。
たまたま便所を出たところであって、せっかくなんで一緒に来たんすよ。
小枝くんちゃんと手洗ってきた？
俺、割と清潔にしてるんですよ。
Come to think of it, your locker is strangely orderly.
まあな、片付いていると気持ちが落ち着くんだよ。
さて、小枝くんの話はいいとして、それじゃあみんな解散。お疲れ様でした。
終わり？会長から話を振ってきたのに。
Come on, let's go home, so.
一生懸命補習を終えてから来たのに、この仕打ちかよ。
Yep. So, you weren't here today because you had a supplementary classes?
この前の物理の小テストがひどくて行っちゃったな。
And this is Mahaya Academy's vice president. Huh. Try your best, vice president.
なんか俺のこと哀れんでない？
Completely ignoring Soul's question, I leave the student council room. After dinner, as I'm vegetating in the living room, I notice Tina watching TV with a pensive face. Is the weather forecast really that important considering she basically never leaves the house?
ねえねえみんな、隣町にあるフラワーパークって知ってる？フラワーパークですか？隣町にある植物園だっけ、兄さん。
Yeah, that's right. It's surprising that the very same topic that was being brought up a second time on the same... It's surprising that the very same topic is being brought up a second time on the same day.
実はね、学校の偉い人からペアチケットをもらったんだ。じゃーん。
And what she presents to us is a piece of paper I remember just having seen recently.
ね、使用期限が29日までだから週末にみんなで行かない？ 2人分の入場料をお母さんが出すし、ね。
That actually won't be necessary. Konami and I exchange a fleeting glance, then she takes out the very same piece of paper from her pocket and shows it to Aoi-san.
なぜなら私も今日生徒会で同じものをもらいましたので。
That's weird. Not that weird, though. Which means that really important person is most likely the board chairman.
ユーマさん、よくわからないのですが、あれはどういうチケットなのですか？
Well, it's a ticket that two people can use to enter a place called Flower Park for free. Was that clear enough for you?
2人ですか？2人だけなんですか？
For some reason, Tina gets hung up over the two people part of my explanation. Is two not enough?
いえ、そうではありません。つまり、あれがあればデートできるわけですね。
Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot she's supposed to be putting us on a date. Go on a date? Well, you could say it could be used for that as well.
それはすごいです。しかも2枚あるから家族みんながタダだよ。ゴージャスです。
If we go as a family, then it won't just be a date anymore, but she seems kind of happy about it, so I'll just keep quiet.
それでみんなの予定はどうかな？私は大丈夫ですよ。私ももちろん問題ありません。そっか。で、ユウマくんは？
Yeah, free. Wait, I'm going?
嫌だった？そっか、男の子だもんね。お花とか興味ないよね。兄さんひどい。せっかく葵さんが誘ってくれたのに。葵さんかわいそうです。
I never said I didn't want to go, did I? I simply asked whether it's okay for me to tag along.
そんなのもちろんいいに決まってるよ。ユウマくんも大事な家族なんだもの。そうです。ユウマさんがいないと意味がありません。葵さんもティナさんもこう言ってるんだし、みんなで行こうよ、兄さん。
Right. Then I'll come along as well.
任せて。お弁当を張り切って作っちゃうから。
Might be nice to spend a valuable day off school with the whole family. By the way, Aoi-san, did you get this ticket from our school board chairman?
そうだよ。たまに顔を見せるといろいろくれるんだ。実家のおじいちゃんみたいなの。
I see. I bet he is sort of treating Aoi-san like his grandchild since she's so young.
フラワーパーク楽しみ。ティナ様、4人で行ったらデートにはならないと思うのですが。もしやデートさせることを途中から忘れていたのではありませんか？そんなことない。ほ どうでございますか？初デートだから恋の妖精として2人を監視するの。監視ですか。別にそれならそれで構いませんが、みんなとお出かけ楽しみだな。本当に大丈夫ですかね。
She just wants to play. And so, on Sunday,
すごい綺麗だね。
is it me? Or does Kaname look like one of those like pirate time bar wenches? Is it just me? It was a bit cloudy yesterday, but today it's a spring-like and pleasantly sunny day from morning
い
on.
ろんなお花があるね、兄さん。
Yeah. Actually, I pictured it to be all indoors since it was a botanical garden, but I guess I was wrong.
あっちに見える建物の中は珍しい植物があるらしいよ。
Aoi explains while gazing at the pamphlet we received at the entrance.
流血樹っていうのもあるんだって。ちょっとワクワクする名前ですね。
Think so? I thought it sounded dangerous, but apparently not to Kaname.
ユウマさん、すごいです。お花がいっぱいです。
Yeah, I know. Well, everybody can tell by looking. Flower beds everywhere you look. Hold on. Hey, Tina. I'll bring my face a bit closer to her to talk to her in a low voice.
どうしました？
Why did you bring Kotaru along?
たまにはお外に出さないとカビが生えます。
Moldy? He said it too. Apparently she's completely treating him like a plushie.
それに小太郎の体もなまってしまいますし。
How can a familiar get out of shape?
ティナ様のお優しい心遣い、私は感謝の気持ちでいっぱいでございます。
Honestly, it doesn't really sound like he's grateful though. Wait, that's not the point of concern here. We're outside, so keep your mouth shut.
言われてみればそうでした。
I'm telling you, don't talk. I'm starting to feel uneasy.
二人で何を話してるのかな？ティナさんを茂みにでも連れ込もうとしてるの？
Why would I do that? All I did was ask her why she brought her plushie with her.
ですから小太郎をたまにはお外へ出してあげたかっただけです。ティナちゃんは小太郎ちゃんのことが大好きなんだね。いえ、別にそうでもないです。ご主人様として仕方なく優しくしてます。
Kotaru is quite pitiful.
というか、小太郎なんてどうだっていいです。それよりいろんなお花を見て回りましょう。
You like flowers?
はい、大好きです。たくさんの色があってとても綺麗です。
Aww.
ティナさんって意外と乙女なんだね。乙女ではなく恋の妖精です。
Well, loving flowers really doesn't suit a love fairy.
ティナちゃん、とっても可愛い。
It would seem Aoi-san is head over heels for Tina. What about you, Konami? You don't seem as excited as Tina.
そんなことないよ。 もうさっきから息が詰まりそうなほど楽しんでるし。
Sort of hard to believe if you say it with that straight of a face.
心臓もバクバクいってるよ。触ってみる？
Avoiding her attempt to take my arm, I admonish Konami. Don't do that when we're outside.
家ならいいんだ。
Of course not.
残念。
Now that I carefully look at her, she really seems to be in higher spirits than usual.
女の子はみんなお花が好きだもんね。
Is that so?
もしかしたら憎んでいる人もいるかもしれませんよ。なんで憎んじゃうの？巨大ハエトリソウに両親を食べられた過去を持つ娘とか。
かわ
いそう。
A gigantic fly trap. While the thought that Konami is once again taking random nonsense passes through my mind, I suddenly realize something. Where's Tina?
ティナさん？あれ？いない？
I run my gaze over our surroundings, but Tina's already nowhere to be seen. I swear that girl. Just where did she go? It's no laughing matter if she gets lost in this huge place.
あれ？葵さん、あの後ろ姿は。あ、本当だ。
Yo, Tina! I call out to her, but she doesn't seem to hear me. She can be a handful. I'll go get her.
気にしないで、ユウマくん。私がティナ。
Oops. But Aoi-san?
ティナちゃんもコナミちゃんもいろいろ見て回りたいみたいだし、ユウマくんはコナミちゃんに付き合ってあげて。お昼になったら携帯に連絡するから。それじゃ二人ともまた後でね。
With no more than that said, Aoi-san immediately trots away towards Tina.
だって、どうする兄さん。
Since we becomes a family, I rather wanted to look around together with everyone on this occasion.
私とじゃ不満？
I didn't say that. Seriously, that Tina.
チケットもらってきた日からずっと楽しみにしていたみたいだし、仕方ないんじゃないかな。
Come to think of it, it seems she wasn't able to sleep until it was pretty late last night.
私も楽しみで眠れなかったから、遅くまでここのホームページで予習しちゃったよ。
So, you're in the same boat as
ち
her,
な
huh?
みに、ハエトリソウもあるみたい。
So that's where that name just came from.
ここのは大きいらしいから楽しみなの。
Well, shall we?
デートになっちゃったからエスコートよろしくね、兄さん。
Yeah. And so the two of us looked around in accordance with Konami's wishes. That Venus flytrap was really big.
一緒に会ったウツボカズラもすごかった。
Yeah, I think it was written that it belongs to the world's largest species or something.
でも人間は食べれなそう。
A pinky, maybe.
娘の両親もほっとしてるね。
There was no need to feel anxious in the first place since you made that story
安
up.
心したらお腹が空いてきちゃった。兄さん、クレープ買って。
Crepe? Tracing Konami's gaze, I find a rest area with food and drink, and in it, a small crepe
ダ
stall.
メ。
Well, it's alright. Since we're on a date, I'll treat you.
本当？
However, Aoi-san also prepared us lunch, so just one crepe is all we'll share among us.
わかった。
Well, it's a cheap price to pay, but make my sister happy by only spending a few hundred yen.
Oh, いらっしゃい。
すいません、ストロベリー一つ。
はいよ。ちょっと待ってな。
That guy's voice startled me. The vigorous shopkeeper begins breaking the crepe dough, and in less than a minute, the crepe is finished.
お待ち。350円な。
Oh, 350 yen. There you go. I pass on the money, and while I'm waiting for the change, the shopkeeper addresses us.
カップル客にはサービスで飲み物つけてんだけど。どうする？いるかい？
Couples. No, wait, we're...
本当ですか？
Just when siblings is about to leave my mouth, Konami interrupts me. I see. So that's her plan. Well, I guess it's fine. There's no harm in playing along if we get a free drink out of it.
そこのメニューから選んでくんな。
やったね、ユーマ。
Konami, who always calls me Nissan, suddenly addresses me with Yuma. In response to that strange unfamiliarity, my heart rate goes up a little bit. She probably is just messing around. My sister merely called me different than usual, that's all. Why am I getting all worked up?
どうしたの？
Nothing.
ユーマ、疲れちゃった？
I'm okay. Even though it was a surprise attack, the fact of the matter is that she really got me there. I won't be satisfied until I get her back for this. Crepe was pretty good.
満足。
Shortly after that, Aoi-san called me, and we're now waiting for at a rest area for them to meet up with us.
でも、面白かったな。兄さんの驚いた顔。
That's because she called me by my first name all of a sudden.
でも、おかげで飲み物もらえたよ。
That's true, I guess. As I casually look at Konami, I notice there's some fresh cream on her cheek. Hey, Kona. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a good opportunity to pay her back. Konami.
兄さん？
Stay still for a moment, okay? As if I'm intending to kiss her, I quickly bring my face close to Konami.
あ、兄さん、何を？
Don't move. Don't move. Ignoring Konami's raised lips, I let my tongue lightly run over her soft cheek. That's a little much. Alright, it's all clean now. There was some cream on your cheek. Seeing Konami's surprised expression, I finally feel gratified. Now we're even.
いたいた、ユーマくん、コナミちゃん。ようやくお二人に会えたです。
It's only because you wandered off on your own that we ended up walking around separately in the first place.
綺麗なお花に誘われて、気づいたら誰もいませんでした。ちょっと泣いちゃったんだよね、ひな。はい、一人は怖かったです。
Seriously. Be careful that you don't go somewhere all by yourself again, okay? If you get lost here, you wouldn't be able to find your way back home, would
身に
you?
染みてわかりました。以後気をつけます。さて、それじゃお弁当だ。私、ちょっとトイレ行ってきます。あ、私も行きます。それじゃあ一緒に行こうか、ひなさん。はい。
She looks pretty surprised, but looks like she's already recovered. I'll help you set everything up while they're away.
お願いね、ゆうまくん。コナミさん。何？ティナさん。お顔が真っ赤ですが、どうしました？風邪ですか？はい。
That was kind of a weird... That was a weird ending to that trip.
ずいぶんお楽しみみたいでしたね。とっても楽しかったよ。一人になった時は怖かったけど、あの時必死にお止めしたのですが、全く聞いていらっしゃいませんでしたね。小太郎がもっとちゃんと止めてくれればよかったのに。責任転嫁とはティナ様もなかなかの鬼畜でございます。でも一人になったおかげでユーマさんとコナミさんにデートをさせてあげられたね。まあ ほんの2時間程度ですが、確かにデートでしたね。
It's true. She succeeded.
これが恋の妖精の力。果たして今さら兄弟がデートしたところで何か起こるとは思えませんがね。ほなみさんはユーマさんに恋をしているのだから何か起こるに違いないよ。それも少々眉唾な気がしておりますが。小太郎、それで次はどうすればいいの？
Now what do I do?
次と申しますと、どういうことでございましょう。お二人をデートさせたんだから、次のステップを考えて。本来それを考えるのが恋の妖精とやらの仕事ではございませんでしょうか。小太郎は私の使い魔だから、私の代わりに考えるのは当然。
Okay.
私、恋の妖精の使い魔になった覚えは一切ないのですが。売らないでくださいませ。売らないでくださいませ。次はどうすればいい？ティナ様が考えた方がいいと思うのですが。ちょっと楽しいかも。もっと振っていい？言いますから振らないでくださいませ。残念。そうですね。では映画とかいかがでしょうか。映画？夜にやってるやつ？言われてみればテレビでもやってるようですね。男女のデートの定番でございますですよ。映画。じゃあそれにする。ところでティナ様、本来のお仕事の方なのですが、映画楽しみ。ティナ様、聞いていらっしゃいますでしょうか。この間ヒュベ様がおっしゃっていたのですが、何見ようかな。ユーマさんにお願いしよっと。そろそろお仕事をですね。ティナ様。
She ain't listening to you. The day after our trip to the flower park. So, why did you want to see a movie all of a
決
sudden?
まっています。これがユーマさんの恋に必要なのです。
This one here? I showed her the DVD that we rented from the video rental store in response to her request.
はい。そのチョイスなら間違いありません。
If it was a love movie, I'd actually be able to follow that logic. But her pick was a recently released horror movie. Are you sure that you didn't choose this one simply because you wanted to watch it?
そんなことないです。なんかかっこよさそうな感じがしたからとか、そんなんじゃないです。全然。
I guess it don't matter. I did take a look at the cover, but it has an SF-like design that doesn't really allow you to read into it. I'm fairly sure it's a movie the movie Soul was all excited about some time ago, claiming that it was extremely scary. Hey, don't wet yourself.
いきなりなんてことを言うんですか。大人のレディはちびったりしません。
Come to think of it, despite everything, Tina's a Soul Reaper. She might actually have a thing for horror.
ただいまです、葵さん。
We're home.
二人ともおかえり。
Alright, so... shall we get to watching the movie?
待ってください。コナミさんも一緒がいいです。
Konami too, but Konami is...
コナミちゃんならお友達のお家に行くって出て行ったよ。夕方には帰るって言ってたけど。
Aww.
いないですか。 ところでユウマくん、何借りてきたの？
No, no. Aoi-san asked curiously after seeing the video rental store plastic bag I'm holding. This, do you know it? I saw that coming. Still smiling, Aoi-san freezes.
これって。
You know about it? It's a horror movie that was fairly popular around that.
じゃあね、二人とも。お母さんはお部屋にいるから。
Aoi-san leaves the living room with surprising speed, all the while wearing a stiff smile on her face. It seems that she's really bad at handling this kind of thing.
ユウマさん、コナミさんが来るまで見るのを待ちたいです。
Of course. I don't really mind either way.
ですから、とりあえずコナミさんが帰ってくるまで寝ておきます。
I see. This girl sleeps a lot. In the end, by the time Tina woke up, Konami was already home and dinner was already prepared. And then after dinner, Konami, the bath is free now.
じゃあ入るね。あとはもうお母さんだけだから湯船のお湯使っちゃっていいよ。はい、わかりました。
As I think about the fact that today marks the end of the first half of the Golden Week, Tina approaches me and pulls on my sleeve. What's up?
映画のことすっかり忘れてました。
I see. She hasn't been saying anything about it since she last got up, so I already figured that.
コナミさんがお風呂を出たら誘ってみますので、ユウマさんは再生の用意をしておいてください。
Well, that's fine with me, but
またあの映画を見るつもりなの？
yeah, that's the plan, though we haven't watched it yet, actually.
お母さんは明日の授業の用意があるから、じゃあね。
Ignoring me, Aoi-san heads straight to her room. Does she intend to go to sleep even though she hasn't taken a bath yet? Anyway, it seems that there are still things I don't know about her despite us living together all this time. Alright, I'll go get the DVD. You want to watch here, right? Alright. And so, after waiting for 30 minutes...
あれ、葵さんは？
Konami, who just got out of the bath, shows up in the living room. She's in her room.
そっか。じゃあ、上がったって伝えてくるね。コナミさん、コナミさん。その後で私たちと映画を見ましょう。映画？
It's a horror movie, by the way.
とっても面白そうなのです。今日ユウマさんと一緒に借りてきました。コナミさんも一緒に見れば盛り上がること間違いなしです。
You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, Konami.
兄さんも一緒に見るの？もちろんです。ならいいよ。葵さんにお風呂空いたって言ってくるからちょっと待っててね。わかったです。
You really okay with this?
どうだろう。お父さんが亡くなってから見てないし平気になってるかもしれないよ。
I guess it's worth a try.
ダメだったらよろしくね、兄さん。
Don't hesitate to say so should you feel like you can't handle it, alright? Truth is, Konami has been bad at handling horror movies since she was a kid.
おーい、コナミ。こっちに来たらどうだい？楽しい映画だよ。
It's a flashback.
お父さん一人で見ればいいよ。
そんなこと言わずに、ほら、一緒に見よう。お父さんはコナミと見たいな。いや、
あんまり言うなら親子の縁を切るよ。
さすがにこの前のはきつすぎたみたいだな。じゃあ、ユウマ。
Okay.
兄さんはお父さんの味方をするの？
No.
ほら、ユウマ。
兄さん。
What am I supposed to do now? That kind of exchange was a daily fare whenever Dad rented a new movie. I mostly took after my father, who was really into horror movies, since I can fortunately enjoy them relatively well. But as for Konami, it's true that a couple of years have passed, so she might have eventually developed a tolerance for horror without realizing it. That's what I thought. But pushing the pause button, I address the owner of the scream. Hey, Tina.
やめてください。話しかけないでください。ごめんなさい。もうしないです。
Seems that Tina is even worse at handling than Konami is when she was a kid. Actually, in her line of work, she should be comfortable with people's death in reality. Is she really fine as a soul weaver if she's that afraid to take zombies?
あとは若いお二人で楽しんでください。おやすみなさいです。
With nimble movements you usually couldn't even imagine her doing, Tina flees from the living room with tear-stained eyes. You want to go to sleep, Konami?
まだ大丈夫。
Don't push yourself. Even though her expression feigns calmness, her voice clearly gives away her fear. I guess I'll resume the movie.
待って。
Konami grabs my hand that is holding the remote.
ちょっと来て。
Oh, okay. Konami takes to the living room and heads towards the bathroom. Konami?
一緒に入って。
I obviously can't do that.
お願い兄さん。漏れちゃう。
Well, I understand how you feel, but I'll stay right in front of the door. Can't you compromise on that?
本当にいてくれる？
Yeah, don't worry. Even if some mysterious homicidal devil appears, I'll be right here.
どこにも行っちゃやだよ。
I won't.
私のおしっこの音聞いててもいいから絶対言ってね。
I won't listen, and also use a sound blocker. Come on, in with you.
じゃあしてくる。
Well, I guess it was a little too optimistic to have hoped that time could have constilled her fears. What do I do now? The movie got me interested now, so I want to watch it till the end, but...
いる？
I'm here.
これからするからね。鍵も開けておくから。
What do you want me to do?
何かあったら呼ぶから入ってきてね。
Nothing's gonna happen. Stop worrying and get it over with. She sure hasn't changed from all the time. She sure hasn't changed at all from when she was a kid. Come to think of it, when we were still kids, whenever Dad made us see a horror movie with him, Konami would always slip into my bed and sleep with me on those nights, even though she was usually only riveted on Dad and wouldn't even approach me. I remember that made me happy, that she'd come to rely on me, even if only on those occasions. Well, in the time I reminisced about the past, Konami has apparently finished her business.
お待たせ。
Just like on the way here, she firmly grips my hand. Your hand is wet. Don't tell me.
タオルで拭くの忘れただけでちゃんと洗ったから安心。
Why did she have to be in a hurry to that extent? So, what do you want me to do? Are we gonna keep watching?
兄さんはどうするの？
Or I want to watch to the end.
じゃあ私も一緒に見る。
Are you serious?
映画を見るくらい私の勝手でしょ。
Yeah. She says she wants to watch it of her own accord after all. Oh well. What's the worst that could happen? It's just a movie. Whew. While I gaze at the rolling credits, I take a breath to ease my tension. Just as So said, it was pretty scary, and since the movie's story also was quite good, it was really enjoyable to watch overall. By the way, Konami? Well, how should I put it? She's still tightly gripping my hand and shows no signs of letting go. Not only that, I can feel her hand trembling slightly. If it was that scary for you, why didn't you just decline Tina's invitation?
自分の限界に挑戦してみたくて。
That sounds really cool and all, but the result is the exact opposite.
兄さんがいれば大丈夫だと思ったんだけど。
Right. The fact that you used me as your hugging pillow several times during the movie clearly showed me that you banked on me. In addition to that, she put so much strength into embracing me that I occasionally feared I might lose consciousness. During the time we talked, the playback stopped. Alright, so I'll get the DVD and turn everything off now, so it's about time to let go. While I rub my hand that has turned red due to the blood congestion Konami's grip caused, I take the DVD out of the deck. We waited it for 7 nights and 8 days, so I guess I'll bring it back sometime during Golden Week. Alright, we got school tomorrow. Let's go to bed. Leaving the DVD on the table for now, we leave the living room. Konami.
Nani?
Your room is over there, you know.
So da ne.
Is there something you want with me?
人生相談があるの。
I see. I'm listening.
大事な話だから兄さんの部屋でお話ししたいな。
That's weird. Seeing how obstinate she is about it, I figure that there's no point in mustering any more resistance, and reluctantly open my door to my room.
それじゃあ、おやすみなさい。
That was quick. Hey! The moment she enters my room, she dashes over towards my bed at full speed. What's up with this?
ほら兄さん、明日も学校があるんだから早く寝ないと。
Well, that's true, but I intended to go to sleep, but now...
早くお布団入ろう。
I think there's enough space for 3 people in Aoi-san's bed.
怖い映画を見た後は兄さんの布団って決まってるからダメ。
But that only applies to the past, or not.
決まってるの。
Looks like you haven't grown up one bit.
そんなことないよ。体はもう十分大人だし。
Then I guess you should be able to sleep alone, right?
ごめんなさい、一緒に寝てください。
Seems you're pretty desperate about it.
ほら兄さん、早くお布団入って。
Okay, okay.
兄さんあったかい。
Are you satisfied now?
ダメ、腕も。
My arm?
腕枕して。
What a selfish sister. I have no mouth or eyes! What the freak? Why? Only for today.
たまには一緒に寝ちゃダメ？
No. If you keep staying with me forever, you'll never be able to stand on your own.
兄さん厳しい。
It's because I think about what's best for you.
そっか。厳しさも兄さんの愛だね。
Though actually, I have absolutely no intention of being strict.
都合のいい時に兄さんは頼れなくなるから、私にとっては厳しいよ。
I might have spoiled you too much. Hearing how dependent on me she seemingly is, I got a slight urge to lecture myself.
兄さんもお父さんも過保護だからね。
And so is Aoi-san now.
涙目でお願いしたら何でも言うこと聞いてくれそう。
Don't do that. Okay?
善処する。
It's not really a reliable answer, but I'll pretend I didn't hear it.
コンコン。
What are you doing?
兄さんの匂いを嗅いでるの。
She's weird. I'm positive that I washed myself properly, but do I smell weird or something?
昔と変わらないなって思って。
I guess I am still me.
兄さんの匂い、とっても落ち着くよ。
I'm glad to hear it. You also smell the same as in the past. I'm not gonna read that.
自分じゃわからない。
I guess that's only natural.
私の匂いってどうなの？兄さんも私みたいに落ち着く？
makes me feel relieved.
安心なんだ。
I guess it's something like the sense of security that my sister is right within my reach.
私はどこにも行かないよ。
Those words remind me of the time Konami was lying in the hospital bed with a pain-stricken expression, being filled with fear that this set might someday disappear forever. I, for the first time, reconsidered my sister as precious family who I don't want to
兄
lose.
さんはどこにも行かないでね。
Yeah. Not for now, at least. Feeling anxious, I went to the hospital every day and developed a sense of security in the knowledge that she's still there by talking to her. So that's why I'm not the kind brother who came every day to visit her. She makes me out to be. I merely went to see her to calm my own surging feelings of uneasiness. But when I told Konami about that, she only said, "Nissan, you're really kind after all. Do you find someone precious to you?" Dude, she's sleeping with one eye open. It's amazing. She's already asleep. Seriously, this girl, I have to compliment her for falling asleep while light is still on.
兄さん。
Good night, Konami. I say these words not knowing whether she heard them or not. I look at her before turning off the light. Konami's face has a tender smile filled with relief. It's morning. Time to save the game.
セーブ画面だよ。セーブしますか。セーブできたみたい。
And that's about an hour. So, that was interesting, right? Still very, very much PG. And it's kind of hard to believe this might end up with them actually being, both of them mutually feeling like they should be together. But who knows? Maybe it really will happen. Until the next